about your biggest competitor. Think about why you thought that they were your biggest competitor in anything, whether it was in class, whether it was in a sports competition, just anywhere. Just think about that and think about why you thought they were your biggest competitor. Hi, my name is Wausi. Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. Today we're talking about you versus you. We're talking about self-battles and how we let them control our lives. I study international relations, and sometime back we were talking about conflict, and we were talking about if conflict exists, like if we were talking about whether conflict just comes out of nowhere, like does it have to be two people disagreeing for that to be conflict. But I remember that by the end of the class I learned that conflict is within ourselves. Like as human beings, when we are born conflicting. Just think about the moment where you're trying to decide what to eat for breakfast. Probably do I want to have bread or oatmeal? Just think about that. So you're already conflicting within yourself, and this conflict, I think it's just natural, but I personally think that it could define our lives, because most of the time the battle within us is so you don't think about it that much. That is why it is easy for you to think that conflict only starts when two people disagree, but when you disagree within yourself, you're already conflicting, and this brings the battle of you versus you. And that is what we're going to talk about today, to put things into perspective, just about the decisions we make. And here we are all about self-love, confidence, fitness, just the things that you battle within yourself. We want to see how they affect our lifestyle as people that love themselves, or people trying to do better for themselves, or trying to build that confidence, that self-love. Yeah, so I understand, as I've said, we're always in a battle within ourselves, and this thing just makes us, I feel like it's a good thing and a bad thing. Why do I think it's a good thing? It's a good thing because it means that once you have that battle within yourself, the only competition you have is you. But once you let that conflict within yourself control you, that means that you're conflicting within yourself, and you're also against other people that you think are your competitors. But the truth is that you are your biggest competitor, and most of the time we make decisions based on other people. We look at other people. Sometimes, let me give you an example. You might find a tutorial somewhere. Maybe you want to make something. Maybe you have a science project that you want to do. But the thing is, it's good to get inspiration from people, but also put your own creative mind in it, because most of the time you can't make, if they're making I remember some time back I was making a science project with my niece, and we were trying to make it perfect. We were trying to make the project exactly as it appeared on YouTube. But the thing is, the reality was we just needed to bring our own creativity and make it easier for us. So the thing is, it's good to get inspiration from people, but just don't let it determine the end result of whatever you're doing. So whatever you do, always make sure that you have your own creative mind in it, because if you try to do something exactly like someone else, it's like you're trying to be like them. It's better to try and be better. The fact that you already got where you can execute this tutorial that you saw, for example, and you're like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna use this tutorial for my project. But once you put in your creative mind, you're already doing better, because it's just within yourself. Like you have first to decide that you are your biggest competitor. Don't ever try and compare. Don't ever try and compete with someone else, because we take in our life, everyone has a different path in life. Your parents' life is not your life. Your siblings' life is not your life. Your friends' life is not your life. So the moment you try to be like them, it's going to be so hard for you to ever reach your full potential. Because let me give you an example. Like, let's say, personally, I also do this. Like, let's say you have goals that you've put aside. You have academic goals, for example. You've said that this semester I'm gonna be doing my assignments on time, right? So you decide that today I'm gonna make sure that by 8 p.m. I'm done with this assignment, this project that I was supposed to do for school. But then you call your friend, you're just there having a good time, talking. Then you're like, are you done with that project that you were supposed to do? And then they tell you, nah, I'm not done with that. Then you'll be like, oh, me too. You just start getting comfortable. But you see, you know very well that in your goals for the day, you are supposed to finish this task. But since your friend said that they are not gonna do that, you just go ahead and follow what they're doing, because it's like, okay, if they'd done it, you'd have done it. So it's like kind of competing. You're not directly competing with them, but in reality it's like a competition where you're like, okay, we're on the same level, so it's okay, I can just chill. But once you always decide that once you decide that you are your biggest competitor, you start doing things for yourself. You start prioritizing what is best for you. If you don't define who you are, the world will tell you who you are. So don't let the world tell you who you are by just putting everything that you have to do, every goal, every task, putting it upon people or comparing it to someone, because the reality is, then what is authentic about what you're gonna do? It's not like I don't struggle with it, but I'm trying to be better and just always be my own competitor, because despite getting examples from people and inspirations, for example, like when I was starting this YouTube channel, of course I've watched many YouTube videos, I have watched people, I've watched inspirations, and I knew what I really wanted to do. But I never just started, because I was always like, what if people judge me? What if this is not really what I was meant to do? What if people don't like my content? But the reality is, it's just me versus me. So the moment I get better after every video I post, I think that's a goal and a milestone for myself, because I am not comparing, you see. So if you keep on, if I was comparing, I would have just come here and posted things that people already post, or just posted things that are not authentic to me, because you just take everything as if it's your journey, and just be at where you need to be. As long as you know you're doing the right thing, don't let anyone stop you. Okay, so even like when you start, let's say you start a fitness journey, maybe you say you want to start working out consistently. Most of the time when you go to the gym, for example, like there you'll find the fittest people, you'll find people that have your dream bodies. The reality is you can't compare yourself to them, because this is now your battle, this is your life, and you're just competing against yourself. And you see, when you go there and you let yourself be influenced by these people, they're not even directly influencing you. You see, it's just within yourself. These people don't even know you, they don't even really care about you, but you've already like consumed and seen what they're doing. And you see someone lifting this type of weight and you're like, maybe I should try this tomorrow. No, that's not what you need to do. All you need to do is, you've come with your little routine there, just do what you needed to do for the day, do your stretch, go home, wait for the next day and do the same. And because this is just a personal competition within yourself, you will get your results faster and easier and in more peace, because once you compete within yourself, you just find that you're just a peaceful person, because nothing really bothers you from the outside. Because constantly just trying to outdo someone, trying to do better than someone, just crashes your potential. And what if I told you that you could do better than that person that you think is better than you? You see, because once you try to be like them, you'll never get past them. Like if I try to follow someone, like especially most of this time that we have social media, it's so easy for you to follow tutorials and things that people are doing. I mean, it's okay to get inspirations, because there are people that have studied, like there are people that have better knowledge in health than me, in fitness, in just things in general. But just get the inspiration and you don't try and do exactly what someone is doing. Whenever you feel like people are probably doing better than you, just wait for your time, because I believe that if God really wanted you to be at a certain place, you would be. And the fact that you're not there, that should just be your sign that it's not your time, and your time will come. Because it doesn't matter how big your goals are. I am a person that believes in dreaming big, because when I was younger I used to think that my world will just revolve around what I saw, and as I grew up and just learned things, I came to realize that I can dream, I can have the craziest of dreams in this world, and nothing will stop me no matter what. Because once I know the plan, because now I feel like once you grow, I think it's just like deep down you know what you're supposed to do. I feel like deep down you know like you should wake up and do this, and just get in your Zoom and start maybe working out, start reading more, start doing things, like anything that resonates with your goal. You know what you're supposed to do, but deep in our minds you're just like, because you've not felt the success, you just feel like you could be lazy around, and the moment you do that you keep on delaying your success. So always just take that initiative, and I always advocate for starting small in anything. There is no hurry, because as I've said that it's a battle between you. And I just remembered another thing. I remember when I was, I think around class 4, I think that could be grade I don't know what grade that is now, but in class 4, I hope you get it. So when I was in class 4, I remember I used to be either position 1, 2 or 3, and the positions would just revolve around 2 of my friends, and it's either like I never became number 1 twice, or number 2 twice, or number 3 twice. Reason being, because once I got position 1, I would relax and think that, oh, that's okay, like I'm good, I'm in position 1, what do you mean, next time I'm gonna be the same? But the fact is, the next time I would just drop to position 2 or 3 and realize that I need to do better in the next exams. Like maybe in the next time now I don't have to slack around, I need to be in that position 1, and then I go back to position 1, and then I slack more and be in position 3, and these other 2 girls go and be position 1 and 2, and it was the same with them, because I also, like, we never really stuck to that position. When I think about it, I just realized it's because these were my competitors, these were people that I was competing with. What if when I became that position 1, I decided like, this is my battle and this is just me versus me, and because maybe I got like 90 in Kiswahili or English, now next time I need to get like a 98 or 100, you see, like, but I never thought like that. All I knew was like, I'm in position 1, that's it. But you see, if I had put that battle just between me and me, I feel like I'd have retained that position, but I guess I was too young to understand. Yeah, so that's it. Like, that's what basically I wanted to share in this video. So don't compare yourself, stay consistent. As long as you know what you're doing is good, just go with it. I just hope that you've learned something from this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you've reached this far, I really appreciate. Remember to like the video, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.